Hey, it's Rhianna. Welcome back to my channel and another Weight Loss Wednesday question mark. I am going to talk a little bit about that. That's not going to be the only thing. I have a couple of topics that I wanted to discuss. But the first thing that I wanted to talk about was how great it felt to be back and to publish a weekend vlog on Monday. So if you happen to miss that, I'll have a link up in the eye. You can go check it out. And I want to say a big thank you to everyone who reached out to me while I was gone. I took like a 3-week hiatus, and also all the nice comments that I got about how much y'all missed me and everything. So I definitely appreciate that. It felt kind of crazy to have to edit and upload again. It's been, like I said, 3 weeks since I've done it, but I definitely missed it. And it's honestly one of the things that I was thinking about and kind of wanted to talk about a little bit as far as like the new way that we're living our life currently. So it's really weird for me because in the grand scheme of things, my day-to-day life seems pretty much the same as, you know, pre-coronavirus. I'm home all day by myself and Jonathan's at work. But the difference is that, you know, previous to the stay safe, stay home order or whatever it was called, I served subpoenas and I would run errands. I would get, you know, my toes done, my eyebrows done. I'd have lunch with my girlfriends. I'd go see family, you know, stuff like that. And obviously I can't do any of that right now. And I've really been struggling mentally with that. And that's kind of what I want to talk about with this video. So it's health related, and I'm gonna talk about my weight, but it's not so much of a weight loss Wednesday and like feel bad for yourself. I think one of the things that I've seen a lot on social media is like people making jokes about how much you're eating during this time. And I go back and forth in my head about what's the right mentality to have right now. I see posts talking about there's no excuse basically to like eat all your food and gain weight or whatever while you're stuck in your house. I've seen posts that say things like don't be hard on yourself if you gain weight, you know, that kind of stuff. And so I don't really know exactly where I fall in that conversation, but I do feel like I need, me personally, I need a little bit of normalcy in my life, and part of my normalcy is vlogging, which, you know, trying to get back into that, and also like my keto lifestyle stuff. And I think that actually, but you know, having things that I can control will make me feel better, because for the past 3 weeks I've basically been sitting on my couch and crying all day, which is not helpful, and I can't continue that up. It's too hard on me. I've never been one to have serious struggles with like mental health, but I can only imagine for someone who does, because this is hard. This is real hard. So I was thinking that, like, for me, bringing back some of my scheduled videos would help with my mental health, as well as being in control of my eating would also be beneficial to my mental health, and obviously as well as like my physical health. I don't think that I want to feel bad. Like, I don't want to be upset with myself if I'm having a bad day and I don't eat good, you know. But I had definitely gotten to the point where I was definitely emotionally eating, and that's a very slippery slope. I could see myself easily picking up bad habits again, which would eventually lead to weight gain. And I worked way too hard. I've lost 130 pounds. I'm not at my lowest right now. I got on the scale this morning and I was 244.8, which, if you've been keeping up with my weight loss Wednesdays before I stopped doing them, I pretty much hover around that as my maintenance. I might be up a little bit more than normal, but it's coming back down because I was actually a little bit higher than that. I was actually almost up to 250, and 250 is my girl get your sheesh together number. My low was 233, and when I go into maintenance mode, I do gain about 5 pounds, and so I was around 240. So, you know, that kind of stuff. So yeah, the other day I was like 248, and Jonathan actually saw the number on the scale, and his reaction was, whoa. And I was like, hey, I know. I've been saying for a couple of days that I need to get back on track and at least like slow down, pump the brakes. So one of the things that I did was I have gotten back into fasting again. And cause like I was just eating all the time, guys, like all the time. So I am fasting again. I don't eat after like 9-ish, and I try to go as long as I can in the mornings until, I think Sunday I lasted until about 4:30, and then yesterday and today I lasted until about 2 or 2:30. And the only reason why I lasted as long as I did on Sunday was because I'd eaten later the night before. And also I had my coffee a little bit later in the day on Sunday. But yeah, I just feel like for my mental health during this quarantine time where I can't be out and be social, that a couple of the things that will help are doing the things that I can control. So I'm gonna try to get back into making some weekly content for y'all, and also I'm gonna work on getting my my fasting back in, fasting back on track, and seeing about maybe working out or something. I don't really know exactly, but like I said, I don't want it to be like so heavily focused on like the number on the scale. I think there's more important things than that. So I definitely can see the composition in my body has changed since I haven't been able to do weightlifting. I really wish that I had access to weights. It is crazy how different my body looks when it's toned versus not toned. So I don't know, I was telling Jonathan last night, I was like, I might start doing like some like lifting Milo, like doing some presses with Milo or something like that. He would never go for that. Milo would never ever let you pick him up. But okay, I hope this video made sense, and I want to know how you're doing mentally with this whole thing. Also, if you're an essential worker, especially someone who's like frontline type, I just want to say thank you, because I can't even imagine. I just can't even imagine. Like, I don't care about the controversy about what this is or isn't, the political thing. The bottom line is that people are sick, people are dying. I would hate to have to watch that happen. So there's that. And then just let me know, like, how are you doing? How is your family doing? Do you have kids? How is it going with that? How is it going with your spouse? I honestly felt a little selfish because I was like, everyone else gets to be quarantined with their kids and their husbands, and I don't, and I have to be alone all day. But then I realized that there are people who, they're single and they're all alone, and at least Jonathan comes home at night. Or people who have to deal with this all the time because their spouses are in the military, or in law enforcement or something like that. So I can't lay around and feel sorry for myself anymore. It's time to get out of the funk. And we got like what, at least another month of this at the least. I can't even wrap my head around that, but that's okay. We're gonna control what we can control. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to click that thumbs up button. Please come follow me on Instagram. My name is down below. I would love to have you there, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. If we need to, we can always like go get like wood and